what holding the event virtually does is allows for more people to join us, and we're absolutely delighted that getting over 400 people have joined the call today, which for our first conference is really pleasing. So thank you everybody for your time and for choosing to spend the day with us. As I say, I hope you're finding your way around the platform. Fingers crossed that the tech gods are on our side. But if you do have any problems, please use the support chat function, which is either on the menu on the left or on the main splash screen that you joined the platform through, or you can email support@allintheloop.com. And this will then leave the Q&A boxes on the right-hand side free for questions. Our sessions are being recorded and will be available on the platform shortly afterwards, and at a later date on the SGA website, along with any session slide packs that go with them. So we wanted the program today to reflect some of the themes that have characterized the past year, but hopefully in a way that balances, acknowledging the difficulties on the one hand that we've all faced, with on the other hand some optimism as we look to move forward as a sector. We know that people come to these events for some practical takeaways that they can use back at work, in their organizations, in their boards, and with their teams. And I'm sure that today we're going to provide you with plenty of those. What we want is for you to find today stimulating. We've got some top-notch speakers, so I know you're going to hear some interesting arguments. And if those speakers want to say something, perhaps a little bit bold, then that's completely fine. But within reason, please, speakers, if you're listening. Because we want to be challenged, we want you to feel challenged, and we want in return, we want you to challenge us. So feel free to ask tricky questions, and also to tell us if today's the sort of thing that you want, that it's useful to you. Because all along, we've wanted the SGA to be geared towards helping you as a sector, as organisations, and as professionals. So please don't be shy of telling us if we're not managing that, or even if we are, you're allowed to tell us that too. And the final thing that I'd like to say is please get involved. And you can do this in a number of ways. There is the Q&A box on the right-hand side of the screen. Some of our speakers will answer questions as they go, others at the end of the presentations. But please pop any comments, questions, queries, requests for clarifications, anything like that into there, and the speakers will pick them up. You can also use the hashtag SGA Conf21 if you're on social media, and we can try and promote the SGA and get conversations going on those different platforms as well. One of the reasons we wanted to use a platform like this rather than just a Zoom call is to add things like exhibitor stands. So we're really pleased that some of the people who are behind the SGA, some of our partners who help to produce it, are able to sort of have a presence at the conference. And so we've got representatives from the Chartered Governance Institute UK and Ireland, from Sport England, from UK Sport, and from SIMSPA. So please go to the tab marked Our Partners at some point during the day, drop in on them, say hello, and ask them what they're up to, and they'll be pleased to talk to you, I'm sure. And we'd also like you to connect with each other. The attendee tab on your screens shows everybody who's here today. You can see profiles, you can message one another, you can arrange face-to-face calls, and you can search by sort of name, organization, title, roles, things like that. So if you feel comfortable, please fill out your profile, add a photo, and reach out to people, as I'm sure you would if we were holding this in a conference centre somewhere. Because one of the goals of the SGA has always been to make governance in sport a bit more clubbable, a less lonely place. We're all in this together, so let's use today to try and connect with each other, catch up with some existing contacts, and make new ones. So to get things going today, I'm really pleased that Phil Smith, Director of Sport at Sport England, has agreed to say a few words. In addition to his many other responsibilities, Phil is co-chair of the SGA Programme Board and has been so supportive of this project since its inception. So it's an absolute pleasure for me to just hand over to him to have us start us off today.